Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Meadows Primary School and Nursery. This is our first start to welcoming you into life at Meadows. My name is Mr. P and I'm your children's head teacher, and we look forward to welcoming you. I know there are some familiar people in this meeting, parents who already have children in our school, but also some new families. So you're all very welcome as we begin this exciting journey with you. We will be letting other parents and carers in, so apologies if I sometimes go quiet as I do so. So a big and warm welcome to Meadows. And this evening we are going to try and settle you in, or begin to settle you into life in our school. And hopefully by the end of this session you will have a beginning understanding of our vision, the school's vision that guides our work, and our expectations for all in our school family. We're going to let you begin to meet your child's teacher and other team members, people in our school who will support and work with your child. We want to look forward to tomorrow with you so that you're confident on the plans for the evening and your child being able to meet their future friends and visit their beautiful classrooms. We're going to share with you the communication offered from our school to enable you to feel confident and supported and in partnership with us. I'm going to share with you briefly information on wraparound care, which will be of support to parents and carers who potentially need their child in our school before normal school hours and after. Share with you some information about our school uniform, to make sure you're confident with the key dates that are coming up for your child's transition into reception, to give you the chance to ask questions, and we will do so at the end. But during the discussion and presentation, if you want to put any questions in the chat box, please do as well, and we will address them at an appropriate time. We want you to feel confident and happy, so don't be afraid to ask any questions you have, in order that you feel confident about this exciting step into big school for your child. I hope that all sounds okay. We understand as well that you're at home, so if you're juggling sizzling sausages in a pan and settling children and so on, we do understand. So a big welcome to Meadows, and we want to introduce myself, and tomorrow you will also meet our deputy head teacher, Mrs. Medger. We are the two of the senior leaders in our school who you'll get to know well, I hope. And then we begin to introduce Mrs. Marsh and Mrs. Burrows. Mrs. Marsh and Mrs. Burrows are experienced teachers in our school who've worked here for a very long time, and despite their youthful appearances, and are now our co-EYFS and Year 1 leaders, which means they work together leading the EYFS and Year 1. So Mrs. Marsh will introduce herself now and let you get to know her.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Marsh. We have recently got the role of co-EFS and Year 1 leaders. I'm over phonics as well across school. We work together on the environment and planning the curriculum, and I tend to work alongside Year 1 teachers as well.
And I'm Mrs. Burrows. I do the SEND for early years and nursery. I also deal with safeguarding in early years, and I work closely with the nursery as well on their curriculum.
And alongside the other members of the EYFS team who you'll get to know with time, Mrs. Marsh and Mrs. Burrows will be your children's teachers. So they will be in reception as teachers next year. We don't know which class your child will be in next year. We go through some of the transition process, getting to know them in order to allocate your children to the relevant classes. But as you will see tomorrow when you join us, our reception classroom is one large provision for all children. So Mrs. Marsh and Mrs. Burrows will be your child's teacher and are also the early years leaders, and we look forward to you getting to know them tomorrow and beyond. So it's my job to lead the school and to tell you this evening that we want you to aspire, grow and flourish with us. When schools and families work together, I really believe that amazing things can happen. We don't want you to just drop your child off each day and pick them up and that be the end of the relationship. Children who do best in school have engaged parents and carers who partner with the school. And so today is the beginning of that invitation to work with us and to be a team around your child. Our vision at Meadows is 3 words. It's our motto, it's our vision, and it's what guides us every day. Aspire, grow, and flourish. And if your children in a year's time can't say those 3 words to you, then I've done something wrong. Because at Meadows, the children know we want them to aspire. You want your child to aspire, I'm sure. We want them to say and believe that I can achieve anything I desire. We then want them to grow in every sense and to be able to say, I will never give up. And we want them to flourish. We want them to know that they have endless potential, and we want them to do incredibly well and in a really great environment. So I hope you find that vision inspiring as we do. We teach it, we live it, and we breathe it every day. And we have expectations of each other at Meadows that we're briefly going to share with you now. Now, these are what we expect of Mr. P, the head teacher, of all of the teachers and adults in our school, of the mums and the dads and the grandparents on site, and the children. So these are our expectations for all. First of all, we expect marvellous manners. We are very polite at Meadows. Our children say please and thank you. They say how are you? They respond politely in discussions. We show excellent learning. We ask our children to try their best, and as adults, we try our best for them. We show amazing respect. We value each other in our interactions. We believe in delightful kindness, and we say to the children that means that we are kind and gentle. We believe and demonstrate outstanding values, and that means that we do what is right and we make decisions on what is right. We have winning attitudes at Meadows, which means we are positive. And finally, we have superb unity. At Meadows, we are a family. We want our children to feel that they are joining, and yourselves, a big and special family. So there's our expectations, and they spell out Meadows, and they come together over time to create a really safe and harmonious school for your child to enjoy. Children do make mistakes in our school, and they do learn from them, and that's okay, most notably in the early years where children begin, some of them, to socialise for the first time, to play with and alongside others. But over time, these Meadows expectations embed really well. The children know them, are proud of them, and are celebrated in demonstrating them. I hope you found those okay, and that there wasn't anything controversial there. So we also want you to know that we believe at Meadows it's good to talk, and we want to partner with you in understanding our school, your child's educational journey, and so on. And we do that through various means. So first of all, we have a comprehensive school website, and I encourage you over the next few months to use that, to explore it. It's a window into our school for prospective parents like some of you, but it's also for active parents who are with us now. Anything and everything is on that school website. It's translatable, so if you would prefer to read it in a different language, you're able to. And there is comprehensive information there for you on our curriculum, our term dates, what we do for inclusion, or if you are thinking that your child may or does have a special educational need, there's comprehensive information on our inclusion tab. Our early help tab talks to you about the parent and family support we can offer, and so on. So have a really, really good explore. And if you have a question, you're always welcome to ask us, but my advice to you is always have a look at the website first. We're then going viral gradually. It's my mission. And we are really proud to share with you information on our school on our Instagram page. That's a lovely insight to you for the opportunities and experiences and special times we have as a school. It's a celebration of our school. We also use it for some reminders and updates, but this is our outward-looking approach to celebrating life in our wonderful school. So do follow us on Instagram. We're at Meadows Primary. When you join, you will be invited to download and connect with us on an app called Class Dojo. If you're a current parent, you know all about this. But Class Dojo is an app which I describe as a school-friendly Facebook. Most of us are still in the Facebook generation, so I know you'll understand what that means. It's a place for updates, pictures to be shared, wonderful moments and memories, events. You will also see your child earning dojo points for demonstrating the Meadows expectations. There's a space there for you to chat directly with us as well. So if you have concerns or questions or simply want to share something wonderful that your child has done, you can message the teachers and myself directly on Dojo. We have expectations around those communications, as you would imagine, but nothing that would surprise you and that we wouldn't share in due course. So what I hope you're beginning to see is comprehensive communication to keep you involved and in partnership with our school. Almost every Friday, we send a Meadows mail. This is an online newsletter that you can see on the screen now, with celebrations of the school, updates on life in our school, and I encourage you to absorb that every Friday before you tuck into your Friday night takeaway and understand what's going on in life at Meadows so that you're up to date and as proud of our school as we are. And you can see how it's presented on a computer here, but it's also very, very phone friendly. You can select through the contents page certain items of interest. And there's other routine things that we share. For example, the school menu each week. And we give you nuggets of online safety support, safeguarding advice, and so on. And we also try and signal events and opportunities in Telford because there's a huge amount going on in our locality that we want you to enjoy and benefit from. So every Friday, Meadows Mail keeps you up to date with life in our school. And finally, as we think about it being good to talk, I want you to know that in late August, all of our parents and carers will receive a welcome back pack. That's to begin to warm you up to life back in school. But of course, as reception parents, we're not so much welcoming you back, but welcoming you into our school. But that pack that you will receive is as valid for you as new parents as it is for current parents. It will remind you of many aspects of life in our school, including punctuality, start times, expectations for arrival, uniform, and so on. So when that comes in late August, have a good look through so that you feel really, really confident about the start for your child. I hope that sounds good and that you feel confident that we are wishing to work in partnership with you. We're going to now start to think about your child's school readiness.
So we just want to make sure that all children have the very best start to life at Meadows, and we'll talk about some of our school readiness skills and attributes we wish children to have when they start reception. Our nursery emphasises school readiness, and I'm sure lots of nurseries elsewhere or childminders do as well. And we'll report on this in your child's end of year report as well. For any advice or support that you might need, please come and speak to us or message us or speak to us tomorrow. So we're going to go through some of our Meadows school readiness points. So can your child recognise and respond to their own name? Can your child speak to an adult politely using pleases and thank yous? Can they talk in a full sentence? Are they developing a rich and detailed vocabulary? Do they know when to ask for help? Are they aware and respectful of their friends around them? Can they sit still and listen when asked? Can they take turns and share nicely with their friends? Do they understand words like no and stop and understand that this may be to keep them safe? Can they visit the toilet without the help of a grown-up? So this is a point that we would like to emphasize. Obviously, if a child has a medical need, we will help. However, if lots of them come in needing support at the toilet, we don't have the staff to help. Obviously, accidents and things, we can support children, but on the whole, we would expect children to be able to use the toilet without a grown-up. Then moving on to, can they take their coat off and get dressed and undressed on their own? Practicing their zip is one we usually practice a lot of, but it'd be great if they could do that already. And we like to share books in school and at home, so can they open and enjoy a book on their own and with a grown-up?
And we want to be really clear with you all that that is not a checklist for entry into Meadows, but that they are the school readiness skills we look for from children joining us. And you may have heard some of those and smiled to yourself. Does my child understand words like no? Sometimes may have been your answer. But what we're talking about here is a general age-appropriate capacity to demonstrate those skills. But please don't be afraid to talk about them if there are any concerns. Tomorrow we're going to meet you in person. Ask us if you would like further discussion on any of those points or if you have any concerns. That's what this transition's about, getting ready for school and making sure that it's a real success. So have a good look at those and have a think about them as we get ready for your child starting school. So your child is joining the early years of primary school. And we know at Meadows and nationally and worldwide and believe in the impact of your child's first 5 years. And that is what the early years are. We know that if we can enable your children to grow and flourish now, the rest of their future will be far easier and better. Some of you will be thinking, I can't believe my baby is joining school. They develop so quickly, don't they? And we want to make sure that your child's early years experience at Meadows is secure, safe and happy, because it is vital to their educational success. So we invest heavily in the early years in terms of professional development, in terms of resourcing, and in terms of time and energy, because we know how important it is. So please don't underestimate the importance of the early years. So Mrs. Burrows is now going to give you some information on how we educate in the early years and what a day in the life of a child in the early years looks like.
Hello. So we follow the curriculum that's outlined in the 2024 statutory framework in early years. The framework has 7 areas of learning and development, and they're all interconnected, all is equally as important. The prime areas are communication and language, physical development, and personal, social, emotional development. The prime areas are taught through 4 specific areas of literacy, mathematics, understanding the world, and expressive art and designs. The early years staff, we plan activities that are based on the children's interest, and we learn through play. Children need the freedom and time to play. Play is not a luxury, play is a necessity. This year we found our cohort as a general have really enjoyed role play, so we've made our role play area bigger. We've now got a role play area outside as well, so our classroom is ever changing based on interests. The role of the adult within play is to assess what the child already knows and how that can be brought on more. What new vocabulary can we introduce? And how can we extend the use of resources that are in the setting? Vocabulary, speech and language is a massive part of early years, and it's a really big focus for us. During the morning, we teach phonics. We have a little writing session, and we also do something called Do Disco, which strengthens fine motor skills of the hands. During the day, we have snacks, movement breaks, we do some guided reading. Over the week, we do 2 PE sessions, we do some RE, and we do some PHSE, and we have a daily rhyme time session. After lunch, we have maths, topic time, and a story before home time.
If you are thinking that your child will need wraparound care, there is a QR code on the screen that you can scan to access information on our wraparound care. On our website, under the Parent Info tab, there is also a wraparound care page. It tells you all about our breakfast club, which runs from 8 till 8:40 in your child's case, or 8:45 in children in years 1 to 6, and our after school club, which runs from 3:10 till 5:30. Tomorrow, which we'll talk about in a moment, our business manager will be there and present with information on Breakfast Club and After School Club, including registration forms. Whilst it is our wraparound care, it requires its own admission forms and so on. If you know you're going to need wraparound care, I encourage you to speak with Mrs. Bevan, our business manager, tomorrow about that, and to get in early so that you're organised and, we hope, given a place. Our wraparound cares are very popular, as you will imagine, and so at times there can be waiting lists. All of the information is on our website, but I just wanted to signpost that to you now in advance. And then I wanted to share with you some information about our school uniform. You'll want to be organised to get their uniform, but not too organised so that they've outgrown it already by September. But we are really proud of our new school uniform that we've introduced this year. The children's response to it has been excellent, and family response as well. We love seeing the children look smart, united in their uniform and ready for school, and we also think it's a really nice uniform as uniforms go. Our PE kit is a particular favourite of mine. So have a look at our uniform website information page. Again, parent info, our uniform, or scan the QR code. But do please look at those uniform guidelines carefully. We do have high standards and we do work hard to maintain them. If you have questions or concerns about any aspect of our school uniform policy, please do speak with myself or my deputy, Mrs. Medger, tomorrow, and we can help you with that. We also have a selection of free school uniform, previously loved but perfectly good condition uniform in our school foyer. We encourage parents to have a nose and a route and to take items from there. And I won't say to you, please name all of your children's belongings, because I know you'll be thinking about how you're going to best do that already. But please do name all of your school belongings so that we can return items to you in the unlikely circumstance that your child leaves something behind. So we're nearly there in beginning this introduction to life at Meadows. So thank you so much for joining us online this evening. I hope you will be aware that the plan for tomorrow is that we are going to be welcoming your child into a welcome to reception dinner party. So this is a chance for you to come into school, meet the senior leaders in person, and for your child, not you, I'm afraid, we couldn't possibly afford it, to enjoy a school dinner in our school hall. It's a great chance for your child just to take their first steps into school and begin to get to know us. So the plan for tomorrow is this. You will arrive at school via the Riddings Close entrance, please. If you need to park near our school, please avoid driveways, blocking driveways and so on. Make sure you're parking safely and legally. When you come through Riddings Close, you'll be greeted by a senior leader who will direct you to our school hall. This is a great route to get to know because it's the route you will be invited into for assemblies and so on. When you come into the hall, you can sit down with your child at a table. We will say a very brief hello to the children. We're not going to keep them for too long. And then, a table at a time, we will encourage you to allow your child to go and sample some of the foods that are on offer tomorrow. Our menu tomorrow, I believe, I'm looking at Mrs. Burrows to just nod to me, is chicken nuggets and burgers. So we've not gone too exotic, parents. I hope you won't judge us, but we feel that having a successful first encounter with a school dinner is the right thing to do. And obviously there will be other options and a salad cart as well. We want you to support your child in getting their tray, in asking for their food, but we don't want you to do it for them because you won't be here in September to do it for them. So support and encourage them appropriately. When your child has eaten and enjoyed their dinner, they'll be encouraged to scrape their tray and pop it away, and then we will direct you to your child's early years classrooms. Our reception provision is a brand new provision that we worked very hard last summer in redecorating and refurbishing and refurnishing. And so we want you to go and enjoy that space, both indoors and outdoors. There will be activities for your child to enjoy and join in with, and a chance for you to have a good explore as well. We will be there, so do speak with us and do ask any questions that you have. And when you're happy and your child's had a really positive first experience, we'll invite you to leave through our main entrance and then begin to look forward to the next part of your child's transition, which are getting to know you sessions. And they will be on either Wednesday the 3rd of September or Thursday the 4th of September. You should have all received in the post a welcome to our school pack with these dates on, but they are also on our website in parent info, admissions, reception 25. The Getting to Know You visit will be a 20-minute appointment on either of those two dates, and you will receive a letter from us inviting you to that appointment. Please do come to that appointment with your child. Your child will be able to explore the setting once again, and you will be able to share anything that you would like to share with your child's teacher. At that point, you will know whether it's Mrs. Burrows or Mrs. Marsh specifically. It's a really important opportunity because then the following week is when your child starts school. As you've been already told, your child will start school on Monday the 8th of September at 9:05. That is their exciting first morning in class. Again, senior leaders will be on site to direct and support you. It's a slightly later start than is normal to allow you to avoid the crowds if appropriate and beneficial. And pickup will be at 11:30. Now, some parents and carers will be thinking, my goodness me, they're used to not seeing me for 8, 9 or 10 hours with regard to their nursery place, let's imagine. But the reason we have this first successful morning is because however long they may have been away from you in their normal settings, that won't be the case at Meadows. And we want their first experience to be positive, to be exciting, but also not long enough to miss mummy or daddy or the grown-ups that they live with. So the pickup at 11:30 allows them that first exciting morning. Then their second exciting morning will happen the next day on Tuesday the 9th. But our start time on that day is 8:40. That's their normal start time. Moving forwards from that date, your child must be on the playground, ready to go into class for an 8:40 start, please. Pickup on day 2 will be at 1:15. So we've built on the first day and we've had the opportunity to enjoy a school lunch. After lunch, again, our parents are picking us up and we're ready and excited to tell them about our second day. On Wednesday, I believe it's the 10th of September. I think I might have made an error in the original document. Yeah, it's Wednesday, the 10th of September. Your child's normal full-time school hours begin. And that means that they arrive ready for the 8:40 a.m. start, and that you are ready again to pick them up at 3:10. So although we have 2 slightly shorter mornings, from there on, we go cold turkey and we have your children in full time. That's different to some schools. We do it because we want them to settle in quickly. We want to get them learning quickly, enjoying and learning their phonics and their maths and so on. And because we've seen it work previously. So I hope that's really, really clear, but don't forget, information is on our website, parent info, admissions, welcome to reception. So it's a great big thank you from us for joining us this evening. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow for a 4:30 p.m. start. We can't wait to meet your children. If you have any questions now, pop them in the chat or unmute yourself and ask them. If you'd like to ask a private question in a moment when we say goodbye, you're welcome to stay on and we will meet with you in private. I will move you into a virtual room with one of the members of our team to have a good chat. Alternatively, you're free to go. And if your children aren't already in bed, to help them get ready for their bedtime. So I'll just wait for a moment to see if there are any questions in the chat or by people unmuting themselves, and then I'll wish you a good night. Our first question is, do the children wear PE kit on PE days? They absolutely do. And you will be told upon your return to school, your child's PE days. Whatever their PE days are, on the first day back to school, we always wear the full school uniform so that you can get that important picture at the door, as well as just making everybody's life nice and easy on the first day, or days in this case, back to school. So you will find out their PE days, you will find out who the teaching assistants are, you will find out who will cover your child's class whilst the teachers have something called PPA time. That's time that they're allowed to plan, prepare and assess. And so other adults come in and teach. You will find out all that information. If your child would prefer to bring a packed lunch, that's absolutely fine. School meals currently, as a government decision, in reception year 1 and year 2 are free for all children. So I encourage you to take advantage of those free school meals, but I also acknowledge that some children prefer their own parents' packed lunch. Similarly, for tomorrow's dinner, if your child has a dietary requirement, do tell us now or in advance so that we can prepare for it. Or similarly, do feel free to bring something tomorrow for them. So yes, to be clear, we send them in on our 2 PE days in their PE kit, and that saves teachers having to dress and undress 34-year-olds, which, as you can imagine, is quite the task. The school gates open in terms of arriving for a day at school from 8:30, but the gates are open from just before 8 for those children who come for breakfast club. So you'll soon get to know our gate routines. In the afternoon, the side gate to allow you around to our school playground where you will greet your child at the end of the day is opened at 3:08 precisely by Mrs. Wall, and that gives you enough time to get round for a 3:10 pickup.